I'm 92, and I need to tell you something before I go. Not because I'm afraid. I made peace with fear a long time ago, and not because the doctors told me there isn't much sand left in the hourglass. When you live as long as I have, you don't need a doctor to tell you the sun is setting. You can feel it in your bones when you wake up in the morning. I need to tell you something because I spent most of my life believing the wrong things. You see this face? These wrinkles? They aren't just lines. They're maps. Every crease around my eyes is a laugh I thought I'd never forget. Every line on my forehead is a worry that kept me awake at 3 a.m. And here's the funny thing, almost none of those worries mattered. When I was 22, I thought I had time. Endless time. I thought life was a long road stretching so far ahead, I couldn't see the end. I was strong, my back was straight, my hands didn't shake, I could run without thinking about my knees. I made promises like tomorrow was guaranteed. It wasn't. I fell in love at 24. I remember her smile like it was yesterday. I thought love was fireworks, grand gestures, passion that burned like a wildfire. Nobody told me love was mostly quiet. It's sitting next to someone in silence and feeling at home. It's choosing the same person on days when you don't feel like choosing anyone. I learned that too late. I lost her when I was 67. 43 years together, and I still remember the last morning. She asked me to open the window because she wanted to feel the breeze. I almost said no. It was chilly. Imagine that. After all those years, I nearly argued about a window. Open the window. That's the first thing I need to tell you. Open the window. Let the breeze in. Let people have their small joys. The little things matter more than your need to be right. I worked most of my life, 60-hour weeks, sometimes 70. I told myself I was doing it for my family, providing, building something. I missed school plays, I missed dinners, I missed lazy Sundays. And when I finally retired, do you know what happened? The company replaced me in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But my daughter still remembers the recital I wasn't at. She's 60 now, and she remembers. Time is the only real currency you have. Spend it carefully. Nobody on their deathbed says, I wish I worked more. But I've met plenty who whispered, I wish I had been there. When I was 35, I stopped talking to my brother over something so small I can't even remember the reason now. Pride is a strange thing. It feels powerful in the moment, like you're standing your ground, but pride builds walls that get heavier every year. We didn't speak for 18 years, 18 birthdays, 18 Christmases, 18 chances to say, I'm sorry, wasted because I wanted to win an argument I can't even recall. We made peace eventually, 2 old men crying in a hospital room. And all I could think was, why did we wait so long? Forgive faster. Call first. Don't let silence grow roots. When I was 50, I thought I was old. I laugh at that now. At 50, you still have so much strength, so much runway left. If you're 40, 50, even 60, and you think it's too late to start something new, listen to a 92-year-old man. It's not. I learned to paint at 71. Terrible at first. My hands shook. Colors didn't blend the way I wanted. But something happened when I put brush to canvas. I felt alive. Not productive, not impressive. Alive. We confuse productivity with purpose. They are not the same thing. Purpose is watching your granddaughter take her first steps and feeling your heart crack open. Purpose is holding your wife's hand during chemo. Purpose is sitting with a friend who just lost everything and saying nothing at all. Life isn't a race you win. It's a collection of moments you either notice or you don't. I wasted years chasing bigger houses, nicer cars, titles that sounded important when people introduced me. Vice president, director, impressive words. Do you know what title matters now? Dad, grandpa, friend. That's it. When you're young, you think you're invincible. I did too. I drove too fast. I said cruel things I can't take back. I assumed I had decades to repair every crack. Here's the truth. Some cracks never fully disappear. Words can echo for a lifetime. So choose them carefully. I'm not telling you to live in fear. I'm telling you to live awake. Call your mother, even if the conversation is short. One day you'll scroll through your phone and realize there's no one left to call. Take the trip. The money will come back. Time won't. Sit on the porch and watch the sunset without checking your watch. The sun has been setting long before you were born, and it will continue long after you're gone. You are a brief, beautiful flicker. Don't spend it staring at a screen. I held my wife's hand when she took her last breath, 59 years after that first date. In that moment, none of the arguments mattered, none of the stress, none of the bills, just her hand in mine. If you're lucky enough to find someone who feels like home, protect that. Nurture it. Don't let ego starve it. And if you haven't found that person yet, don't panic. A full life isn't measured only by romance. It's measured by connection, by courage, by kindness. I made mistakes. God, I made mistakes. I lost money on foolish investments. I trusted the wrong people. I stayed in situations longer than I should have. But every scar taught me something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. The only true failure is never trying because you're afraid to look foolish. Do the thing that scares you a little. Speak up. Write the book. Start the business. Apologize first. And take care of your body. I ignored mine for years. Ate poorly. Slept too little. Thought I could outwork exhaustion. You can't. Your body keeps score. Treat it like a partner, not a machine. I'm 92 now. I move slower. I forget names sometimes. I repeat stories. My grandson teases me about that. But inside, I still feel like that 22-year-old boy who thought he had forever. That's the strange part about aging. The world sees an old man. Inside, you still feel like yourself. So, here's what I need to tell you before I go. Don't wait. Don't wait to be happy. Don't wait to say I love you. Don't wait to mend what's broken. Don't wait to rest. Don't wait to begin. Life is not a rehearsal. One day you'll wake up and realize there are more yesterdays than tomorrows. And it happens faster than you think. One blink, you're starting your career. The next blink, you're attending retirement parties. Blink again, and you're 92. Sitting in a quiet room hoping someone younger will listen. If you remember anything I've said, remember this. The small moments are the big ones. The ordinary Tuesday dinners. The random phone calls. The hugs that last a second longer than usual. The laughter that makes your stomach hurt. That's the good stuff. Not the promotions, not the applause, not the trophies collecting dust. When my time comes, and it will, sooner than later, I won't be thinking about the deals I closed. I'll be thinking about the summer evenings in the backyard, about her laugh, about my children running through sprinklers, about the feel of a tiny hand wrapped around my finger. That's what stays. So if you're listening to an old man ramble, humor me. Close your eyes tonight and ask yourself one question. If I were 92, looking back at today, would I be proud of how I lived it? If the answer is no, you still have time to change it. I did some things right. I loved deeply, I tried. Even when I failed, I learned, slowly, that being kind is more important than being correct. And now, as I sit here with more memories behind me than days ahead, I feel something unexpected. Gratitude. For the heartbreak, for the joy, for the ordinary mornings and the extraordinary nights, for every mistake that shaped me, for every person who walked into my life, even those who walked out. I'm 92, and if I could sit across from my younger self, I wouldn't give him stock tips or career advice. I'd simply say, slow down, look around, hold them close, and don't forget to open the window.